Hello, everybody. This is Bernie Strom, and welcome to my YouTube channel for a surprise broadcast of the 1912 Boston Red Sox replay. I was just sitting around here this afternoon playing some games and decided this was the last game I had to play today, so I thought I'd put it on the channel without any advance notice. So I'm not sure I'm going to have anybody here to watch, but I'll broadcast it anyway, and you guys can watch it later if you so choose. Okay, let's go and take a look at the standings for the 1912 Boston Red Sox. They are 54 and 52. They are 9.5 games behind the Philadelphia A's, who are 62 and 41. In real life, as you all know, the Red Sox ran away with the 1912 American League pennant. They've got their job cut out for them the balance of this season if they are going to win the American League flag. Today is August 10th, 1912, and the Philadelphia A's are playing at the Chicago White Sox today, and the Red Sox are playing at Detroit. So let's go to the lineups. Here we go. We're going to play this game right here. The computer picks my lineup. As I glance down at it, it's what they usually pick. Smokey Joe Wood is on the mound today. I believe he's looking for his 19th victory. Hit a couple of more buttons. Welcome to Navin Field for today's game between Boston and Detroit. Smokey Joe Wood gets the start for Boston. He's made 26 starts on the year and is 18 and 5 with an ERA of 2.49. His fourth start against Detroit, he's 0-2 with a 4.21 ERA. He'll be opposed by Ed Willett for Detroit. He's made 23 starts on the year. He's 9 and 12 with an ERA of 3.17. It's his fourth start against Boston. He's 2-1 with a 3.12 ERA against the Red Sox. It's 84 degrees, wind speed 6 miles per hour, right to left, and we have light rain. And we'll get rid of that.
Play ball!
And there we are with the screen in front of us as we're sitting behind home plate. Going over the Red Sox lineup, we have Hooper in right field batting first, Yerkes at second batting second, Tris Speaker in center field batting third, Duffy Lewis in left field fourth, Gardner at third base batting fifth, Chuck Stahl at first base batting sixth, Wagner at short at batting seventh, Katie Catching, the rookie, batting eighth, Smokey Joe Wood, the pitcher, and batting ninth. In the infield for Detroit, we have Charlie Deal at third, Donnie Bush at short, Baldy Loudon at second, Eddie Onslow at first. In the outfield, Red McDermott in left, Davy Jones in center, Sam Crawford in right. We have Oscar Stainage catching, and we have Ed Willett pitching. In real life, what did he do in real life? Let's take a look. 329, 17 wins, 15 losses. In the replay, he's almost right there, 3.17 ERA, although he's 9 and 12. All right, let me make a little adjustment here. Get this out of the way. Willett looks in at Hooper. And here's the first pitch of the game. Fly ball to left. Crawford under it. One away. Yerkes stepping in. Let me take a look over here. Everything's okay there. All right. Yerkes stepping in. He is batting .243 on the season. He has no home runs, 43 RBIs, 41 RBIs. Willett looks at him. Here's the pitch. Line drive right to the shortstop Bush, and there's 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the first. As Tris Speaker, who is the Red Sox best player, stepping in, batting .368, 12 home runs, 84 runs batted in. Here's Willett's pitch.
Ball.
Wants no part of Tris Speaker. Tris Speaker runs to first base. Duffy Lewis stepping in, batting .272, 6 home runs, 67 runs batted in. Lewis is a threat to steal. Here's Willett's pitch. Fly ball center field. Jones makes a great play in the outfield. And that's the end of the inning. At the end of 1/2 an inning, Boston nothing, Detroit coming to bat. Here's Detroit's lineup. We have McDermott in left field batting first, Bush at short batting second, Jones in center field batting third, Crawford in right batting fourth, Loudon at second batting fifth, Onslow batting sixth at first base, Deal batting seventh at third, Stainage catching batting eighth, Willett pitching batting ninth. The Red Sox infield, Gardner at third, Wagner at short, Yerkes at second, Stahl at first, Lewis, Speaker, Hooper in the outfield left to right, Katie catching, Smokey Joe Wood pitching, going for his 19th victory. He will face McDermott. He winds and fires. Ground ball to short. Wagner's up with it. Throws to Stahl at first. 1 up, 1 down. Wood facing Donnie Bush. Bush a .247 hitter, 4 home runs, 42 runs batted in. Here's Wood's pitch.
Strike 3.
2 down. Davy Jones, .330 hitter with no home runs, 19 runs batted in. Wood is a right-handed pitcher. Davy Jones is a left-handed batter. He's got the sign. Wood throws. Pops it up. Wagner's got a bead on it. Squeezes the glove on it, and that's the end of the first inning. At the end of 1, there's no score. Go to the top of the second. The Red Sox will have the 5th, 6th, and 7th batters up, Gardner, Stahl, and Wagner. Gardner batting .303, 5 home runs, 88 RBIs. Willett has the sign and throws. There's going to be a line drive into center field. There's the first hit of the game. Gardner rounds first, goes back to the bag. Jones throws it in. Jake Stahl steps in, batting .327, 2 home runs, 44 runs batted in. Gardner takes a moderate lead off first. Here's the pitch by Willett. He throws to first. Gardner gets back in time. Willett gets the sign from Stainage. Here's the pitch. He bunts the ball. Onslow picks it up, throws it to the second baseman Loudon for the out. Gardner goes to second. Red Sox have a runner in scoring position with 1 out. Okay, in steps Heine Wagner. Wagner's a .259 hitter, no home runs, 48 runs batted in. Gardner at second. Willett toes the rubber, looks in, gets the sign, and he throws to Wagner. And there's a pop-up into shallow center field. Jones puts it away for the out. Gardner is going to third, and he's going to make it. Gardner's at third base with 2 outs. Willett has the ball. He's on the mound. He looks over at Gardner at third as
Hot dog,
Hick Katie steps in, batting .272.
Hot dog.
No home runs. 9 runs batted in. Katie bats from the right side. Willett has the sign. Here's the pitch. Fly ball. Left field, McDermott under it. He's going to bobble the ball. He drops it. Runner's going to score. Katie's going to go to second. He's going to be safe on the first error of the year by the left fielder, McDermott. And the Red Sox take a 1-0 lead here in the top of the second inning. Well, that was a break, and the Red Sox can sure use a break. The Red Sox this year are in the American League has the second best batting average, the second best pitcher ERA. They're the number 3 team for fielding, and they're 5th in the league. So something's wrong, but they're playing well. They're just not winning games. David Solinsky's here. How you doing? Glad to see you. And Beatles, nice to see you too. I'm sorry I didn't let anybody know I was going to play this game, but it just sort of popped up, and I felt like putting it online. So here we are. Runner on second base. Red Sox do have a 1-0 lead. Smokey Joe Wood up. Wood is a good hitter, 264 batter, 2 home runs, 15 runs batted in. Katie at second takes a moderate lead. Willett looks at him, has the sign from Stainage and throws. And that's the end of the inning. At the end of 1.5, Boston leads 1-0 on the error by the Detroit left fielder. As we go to the bottom of the second, 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up for Detroit: Crawford, Loudon, and Onslow. Crawford batting .343, 9 home runs, 114 runs batted in. He is obviously their best hitter in the lineup. He is a left-handed batter. He's facing the right-handed pitcher, Wood. Wood has the sign. He throws.
Ball.
And he avoids Sam Crawford as he trots down to first base. He'd rather face the .256 hitter, Baldy Loudon, who has no home runs, 42 runs batted in. Crawford is a threat to steal at first. Woods on the rubber, looks at first, looks at home, throws to first. Crawford gets back safely. Wood looks back at Crawford. He now has the sign from Katie. He winds, he fires. There goes Crawford. There's the throw, and he is safe, his 32nd stolen base of the year. They don't stay on first base very long in dead ball era baseball. Crawford at second. He's in scoring position. There's nobody out. Loudon's up. Wood checks back at Crawford, gets the sign from Katie, and he throws. It's a bounding ball. Second baseman's got it. He's going to have to throw to Wood. He's got it for the out. Crawford goes to third. Stahl made an effort to make that play, left first base open. Smokey Joe Wood covered first base. Good fundamental baseball. There's one down. There is a runner on third. Red Sox lead 1-0. Eddie Onslow, 278 hitter. No home runs, 4 RBIs. He is a part-time ball player. The Red Sox are going to play the corners in case there's a ground ball to first or third. They're going to attempt to stop Crawford from scoring. Wood has the sign. He throws. Fly ball to right field. Hooper going back. He's going to put it away. Crawford's going to walk home and score the run. It's all tied up at 1. 2 down, bottom of the second. Charlie Deal, 198 hitter. He's also a part-time player, no home runs, 7 runs batted in. Nobody on, 2 away. Wood's got the sign. He throws.
Strike 3.
And there we go. It's the end of 2. All tied up at 1. We go to the top of the third inning as I glance over here at the chat. Nothing exciting going on. I'm going to take a sip of water. And I'm going to come back and do the top of the third inning, the top of the Red Sox order. Hooper Yerkes followed by Tris Speaker. Hooper is batting .277. His first time up, he flied to right. Here's Willett's pitch. Ground ball pass Bush into left field. Might have been a line drive. What does it say? No, it's a single between third and short. Base hit for Hooper. He's on first. Nobody out. Hooper's a good runner at first base. Willett looks in at Yerkes, batting .243. Hooper's got 20 steals on the season. Yerkes' first time out, he lined to short. Willett checks Hooper at first, has the sign. He throws over to first base. Hooper's back safely. Checks Hooper again. Stainage flashes the sign to Willett. Here's the pitch. Here's a bunt. Stainage has it, throws to Loudon, covering first, and Hooper is in scoring position. The Red Sox play the same small ball that Detroit played in the bottom of the second. Hooper in scoring position. Tris Speaker up. Speaker a .368 hitter. His first time up, he walked. Willett checks Hooper at second, has the sign, and throws to Speaker, who hits a ground ball to Deal at third. He's going to throw to Onslow at first. Hooper is going to hold at second, and there's two away. Duffy Lewis steps in, batting .272. Runner still on second base. Lewis flied to right center his first time up. Willett's got the sign, throws to Lewis. Ground ball right back to the mound. He's going to throw to first. Lewis is going to beat him as Willett bobbled the ball. Hooper goes to third, and it's a base hit for Lewis as the official scorer gives him a hit. Red Sox now have runners on first and third. They're threatening the score as the left-handed batter Larry Gardner coming up, a .304 hitter. Gardner lined a single to left center his first time up. Lewis is not a threat to steal. Hooper takes his lead off third. Willis checks the runners and throws to Gardner. Gardner hits a ball up the middle into center field. A run's going to score. Jones has it, picks it up, throws it in. Lewis is on his way to third, and the Red Sox lead 2-1. Here we are at the top of the second. Red Sox have runners on first and third still. They have a runs in. Jake Stahl is due up, a .327 hitter. Gardner has 20 steals on the season. Stahl bunted his first time up. Two away, runners on first and third. Willett checks the runners, gets the sign from Stainage, and throws. Ground ball into left field. McDermott picks it up. Lewis scores. McDermott throws it in. Stahl's going for two. He's safe as he slides around the tag. Gardner holds at third base. The Red Sox lead 3-1. Runners on second and third as the Red Sox have a rally going here in the top of the third inning with two outs. It's always tough on the opposite team when you score these runs with two outs. You always think you're almost out of the inning. In this case, the Red Sox have runners in scoring position with Heine Wagner coming to the plate. Here we go. Wagner, who flied to left center his last time up, batting .258. Willett glances at the runners. He's got the sign from Stainage, and Willett pitches. Wagner hits a fly ball into deep right field. Crawford, moving over by the line, puts it away to end the inning. So at the end of 2.5, the Red Sox now lead 3-1. I'm glancing over my big screen TV. You can't see me here do this. But I have the 2023 MLB The Show game running with today's Red Sox-Kansas City game being played. Kansas City leads Boston 3-2 in the bottom of the 8th inning. as Rob Restschneider just strikes out. There's one out in the bottom of the eighth. There's bonus coverage from the future 2023. Bottom of the third, batters 8, 9, and top of the order up for Detroit. Stainage, Willett, and McDermott, who made the error early in the game. Stainage, a 253 hitter. Wood's got the sign. He
Dead ball.
hits him. And Stainage is going to first base. Willett stepping in with Stainage at first. Red Sox with a 3-run lead. Willett, the pitcher, is a 174 hitter. Wood looks over at Stainage at first, has the sign in, throws to Willett. He's going to bunt. Stahl's going to pick it up, throw to Yerkes at first. Stainage is going to second. And once again, there's a runner in scoring position for the Tigers with only one out. And Red McDermott, the top of the order, due up. He dropped the fly ball earlier in the game, allowing a run to score for the Red Sox. Here's his chance to get even. He grounded it short his first time up. He's a 333 hitter. Stainage takes a short leave off a second. Woods has the sign from Katie and throws to McDermott. There's a line drive right at Yerkes at second. He dives, makes the catch. It's going to be a double play as Stainage was asleep on that play and took off for third, and it's the end of 3. Red Sox now lead 3-1. Excuse me 1 second. That was a great double play by the Red Sox. Here in the top of the 4th inning, batters 8, 9, and then 1 is due up. Katie, Wood, and Hooper. Today, Katie has flied to deep left. Gardner scored. Katie was safe at second on the error. Willett's pitch. Line drive. And Bush makes a great play to take a base hit away from Katie, and there's one down. Smokey Joe Wood stepping in, batting 261. Willett has no one on. He struck out Wood his first time up. Here's the pitch. Fly ball deep into right center field. Crawford puts it away in front of the stands and is 2 up, 2 down in the top of the 4th as the 279 hitter Harry Hooper steps in. Hooper flied to right, line to single between third and short in the 3rd inning. Nobody on. Willett has his sign and throws. Fly ball to center field. Jones comes in a little, puts it away. 3 up, 3 down as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Boston is 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Detroit, 1 run, no hits, and an error. Smokey Joe Wood picks up the ball, steps on the mound. He will face batters 2, 3, and 4 this inning, Bush, Jones, and Crawford. Bush, the shortstop, a 247 hitter, struck out his first time up. Wood throws. Bush hits a bounding ball to second. Yerkes gloves it over to first, 1 down. Davy Jones batting 329, stepping in. He popped to short his last time up. Here's Wood's pitch. Ground ball to short. Wagner backhands it, throws to first. Gets Jones by a step. 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th as Sam Crawford steps in, arguably the best hitter on the team. Crawford, I believe, walked his last time up. He did. Wood looks in, gets the sign, throws to Crawford. Ground ball into left field, base hit. And Lewis throws it back in as Crawford rounds first and holds. More a line drive than a ground ball, but it was a base hit in any event. Detroit has a runner on with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Stepping in as the second baseman, Baldy Loudon. batting .255. Crawford has 32 steals on the season, including one previously today. He grounded to first his first time up. Excuse me for coughing. Here's the pitch. Wood throws to first. Crawford gets back in. Wood checks Crawford, gets the sign. He's going to pitch to Loudon. It's going to be a ground ball right back to the mound, over to Stahl, and that's the inning. At the end of 4, Red Sox still lead 3-1. Here we go to the top of the 5th inning, almost halfway through the game. This game's moving right along. Detroit has 1 hit. They got it the last inning. The Red Sox have 5. Excuse me, I'm going to need another sip of water here. Tim D, hello. I'm glad to see you check in. Glad everybody has found this game that was unadvertised, and I just put it on at the spur of the moment. Okay, here we go. Top of the 5th. Batters 2, 3, and 4 due up. Yerke, Speaker, and Lewis. Yerke's batting .243 for the Red Sox. Line to short. Had a sacrifice bunt. Willett has the sign and throws. Bounding ball to Bush at short. He's up with it. He throws to first, and there's 1 down. Tris Speaker's up, batting .367. Speaker walked, grounded to third his first time up. Willett has the sign and throws. He hits a fly ball to center field. Jones backing up. It's off the wall. Jones misjudged that as the ball just went over his head. Speaker is on second base with a double, and the Red Sox are in business once again here in the top of the 5th with a runner in scoring position. That ball just kept carrying, and Jones did not go back fast enough. He could have caught the ball had he run a better route to it. Okay, here we go. Speaker at second. He's a fast runner. Duffy Lewis up. Lewis batting .273. He flied to right and singled his 2 times up today. Willett has his sign and throws to Lewis. He hits a fly ball to Jones in center field. He's going to catch this one. Speaker's going to go to third. 2 down. Runner 90 feet away with Larry Gardner, the .306 hitter, due up. Gardner lined a single in the second and grounded a single up the middle in the third. A single here would bring in Speaker with the Red Sox 4th run. Willett looks at Speaker at third. He's got the sign. He throws to Gardner. Gardner hits a deep fly ball to right field. It's back there. It's gone. It's off the wall. It certainly looked gone to me. I misjudged that and a missed call. I'm sorry, but Gardner's on second base. Tris Speaker scores. Sometimes the ball doesn't end up where it shows on the chalkboard. That ball showed about 20 rows up in the seats. However, it was a double. And we'll take it 4-1. Red Sox have the lead. And a runner in scoring position with Jake Stahl up, a .330 hitter. Stahl has sacrificed and lined a single over short. Gardner takes his lead. Willett throws. Bounding ball, third baseman deal up with it. Throws to Onslow. It's a bad throw. Stahl's going to be safe. There's going to be error on the third baseman. Gardner is going to hold at third, and the Red Sox have runners on first and third. Still 2 outs with Heine Wagner due up, who's batting .257. Detroit has more errors than hits today, halfway through the game. Today, Wagner's fly to left and fly deep down the right field line, put away by Crawford. A base hit here will give the Red Sox a substantial lead. Wagner looks out at Willett as Willett gets his sign. Checks the runners and throws to Wagner. Fly ball to center field. Jones coming in. He puts it away for the out. The inning's over. The Red Sox only get one run. At the end of 4.5, it's the Red Sox 4. The Tigers 1. Moving on to the bottom of the 5th inning. We've been on for less than 30 minutes, which is going to be a quick game. Detroit has the 6, 7, 8 batters. Onslow, Deal, and Stainage due up. Wood looking for his 19th win of the year. He's got the sign. He's about to pitch to Onslow, who's a 278 hitter. He flied to deep right center field in the 2nd inning. It's his 2nd time up. Here's the pitch. Bounding ball in between the hole between short and third is a base hit, and the Tigers have the leadoff runner on with their 2nd hit of the game. Charlie Deal stepping in, batting 195. Runner on first. He does not appear to be a steal threat. Deal struck out in his only time at bat. Wood checks the runner. He's got the sign. He throws, and Deal strikes out again. One away. Runner remains on first as Oscar Stainage, the catcher, due up. He's a good hitting catcher, 253, no home runs, 41 runs batted in. He was hit by a pitch his first time up. Runner on first. Wood checks the runner, throws home. He hits a pop-up to the infield. Wagner's camping under it, puts it away, 2 down. 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Onslow, who led off with a single, is still at first. The pitcher, Ed Willett, due up, a 174 hitter. Willett bunted his first time up. He will not bunt now. Wood's got the sign, throws to Willett. There's a fly ball deep to right field. Hooper going back, puts it away for the out. That time the chalkboard was accurate, and at the end of 5 innings, Red Sox still lead 4-1. You know, I did check the fence heights. I'll do it right now. I've done it before, but I do believe I've got that proper. Now, these are the stands as far as I can tell, and that would be the top of the fence, and that's where I have the fence top. So I think I have it set right. You could take a look at it, Beatles, and tell me if I do have it set right, but I think I did. If I need to move it up, let me know, but that's where I set it. Okay, Willett, this inning will face the bottom of the Red Sox order. 8 hitter Katie, followed by Wood, in the top of the order Hooper. Katie batting 265. He flied to deep left, line to short. He's batting 265. Willett pitches. Katie hits a bounding ball to Bush at short. He's got him by a couple of steps at first. 1 down. Top of the 6th. Let me check here. Yep, looks right. Sometimes the chalkboard is a bit weird. I agree with you. And you know what? I don't really mind. It's so much fun playing this game. That ball can bounce wherever it wants. It doesn't really matter to me because this is a great program. Really fun to broadcast this particular program, Action PC Baseball. I've been practicing with out of the park baseball. I should. Sometime in the next couple of weeks, I'll probably do an out of the park replay. It's also a fun game to play. Legends, thank you for checking in. It's nice to see you. Great game this morning. It's been fun watching your stuff. I just can't praise it enough. Okay, where are we? Let me look. We're at the top of the 6th inning. There is 1 away. Smokey Joe Wood, the 258 batter, is up. Let's see. He struck out and flied very deep to right center field. There is nobody on. Willett pitches. There's a pop-up to the infield. Bush has it for the out. 2 down. 2 up, 2 down. Top of the order, Harry Hooper batting 278. Hooper has flied to right, line to single between third and short. He's flied to center. He's got 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Willett throws,
Ball four.
and Hooper is going to go to first base on a walk. Hooper is a threat to steal second as Erkey steps in, batting .242. Willett checks the runner, has the sign from Stainage. He throws to first. Hooper's back. Hooper takes a little shorter lead this time. Willett has his sign again from Stainage. He throws to Yerkes. He hits a bounding ball to Onslow, who's going to take it himself to first to end the inning. At the end of 5.5, Boston leads 4-1. And if anybody wants to know what happened 111 years after this game, today on MLB The Show 23, in today's projection game, the Kansas City Royals defeated the Boston Red Sox 3-2. Jordan Lyles was the winning pitcher. He pitched 5 2/3 innings, striking out 5, walking 2, allowing 1 earned run. The loss went to Josh Winkowski. He's only pitched 2/3 of an inning. Scott Barlow got the save. Anything interesting happen? Home runs in the game by Salvador Perez for the Royals and Adam Duvall for the Red Sox. Red Sox lose 3-2, and they are in second place in my projection season for 2023. Okay, back to 1912. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Top of the order, McDermott, Bush, and Jones due up. McDermott batting .316. Today he's grounded to short. He's lined to second into a double play. Wood gets the sign and throws. He walks McDermott. And the leadoff runner is on here in the bottom of the 6th. McDermott is a threat to steal. Not a big threat, but he is a threat to steal. Bush batting from the left-hand side. .246 hitter. He's the shortstop. He's struck out, grounded to second. Wood checks the runner. Wood has the sign and throws. Bush hits a line drive into center field. Base hit. Speaker's got it on the hop. Throws it into Wagner. McDermott has to hold at second. And the Tigers are in business here in the bottom of the 6th inning with the first 2 runners on. Davy Jones, the center fielder, batting .327. Bush on first, McDermott on second. Bush would be a big threat to steal. However, Bush is on the bag. That most likely won't happen. Jones stepping in from the left side. Today he's popped to short, grounded to short. Wood checks the runners, has the sign. He throws to Jones. There is a ground ball to short. Wagner to second for 1. Jones is going to be safe at first. No throw. And Detroit now has the runners on first and third. There is, however, 1 out in the inning. Sam Crawford, a dangerous hitter, stepping in. Red Sox playing in double play depth. Jones is a threat to steal. Not sure he will steal with Crawford at the plate, but let's find out what happens as Wood has the sign. He throws to Crawford. Ground ball up the middle. It's a base hit. McDermott scores. Speaker throws it in. Jones holds at second. And the Detroit Tigers, with their 4th hit, cut the Boston lead to 4-2. Smokey Joe Wood has 1 out in the inning. He has runners on first and second. He's looking to Katie for the sign as Loudon steps in. He's the second baseman, batting .254, grounded to first, grounded back to the mound. They sure would like a ground ball to one of those spots in this situation. A base hit, and the Tigers will have cut the lead to 4-3. So Wood's bearing down. He checks the runners. He has the sign. He throws. The ball gets away from Katie. The runners all move up a base. That's a pass ball charge to Katie. And now Tigers have the tying run on second base with only 1 out. They are not going to play the infield in. They're going to play the infield back. Wood is going to get the sign from Loudon. He's going to pitch. He bared down. He did what he had to do. He's got the second out. The Red Sox infield can now play back without the threat of an out scoring a run. Eddie Onslow, the .316 batter in limited at-bats, stepping in. He flied to deep right center. It was a sacrifice in the second inning, and he grounded a single between third and short. What's the situation with Deal? Deal's a 193 hitter. I'm not sure that Wood would do this, or even Stahl would call this as a manager, but Bernie Strom, the manager, will intentionally walk this batter. I think I'd rather face a 193 hitter in Deal, who was struck out twice, even though I just put the leading run on. Okay, let's find out how good a manager I am. Wood has the sign. Here's the pitch. Fly ball to left field. Lewis under it. He puts it away for the out. The inning is over. The Red Sox hold on to a 4-2 lead as Detroit scores one run here in the bottom of the sixth. Red Sox 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Tigers 2-4-2. And Crawford did not get a chance to knock in the tying runs with a single. Every now and then I do make the right call. Take another sip of water as I glance over at the chat. Top of the seventh inning. Red Sox leadoff hitter is Speaker, followed by Lewis and Gardner. Speaker batting .368, walk grounded to third, and doubled off the wall his last time up as it was misjudged by Jones in center field. Here's Willett's pitch. Fly ball deep to right field. Crawford going back. It is off the wall. Speaker's going to stand up and walk into second base with a double. Red Sox are in business. Runner on second. Nobody out. Duffy Lewis stepping in. Lewis, the left fielder, batting .273. He flied to right. Had an infield hit. Flied to deep center field. Let's see if what the computer's going to do. Now, I'd have him hit away. Maybe the computer will have him bunt. Will it check Speaker at second? Has the sign. They intentionally walked him. What's good for them is good for me, I guess. Larry Gardner due up, batting .308. Gardner has 3 hits today. That's a brave move. Let's see what he's done. He's lined a single to left center, grounded a single up the middle, doubled off the wall. A hit here will certainly bring in a run. Willett checks the runners, has the sign, throws to Gardner. And he pops it up in the infield. McDermott puts it away just over the reach of Bush, the shortstop, in very short left field. But that's a base hit. Hard to believe that my call was so off. But let me read it. McDermott will take it. Now Jones calls for it. Could be trouble. It drops in no man's land. Well, that makes sense. It's a cheap hit for Gardner. Lewis to second. That's 4 hits in the day for Gardner. And I apologize for not calling it right, but it sure looked like he was going to catch it. And it dropped in. The bases are loaded. There is nobody out. Willett is in big trouble. Jake Stahl stepping in, batting .328. Stahl bunted his first time out for sacrifice line to single in the third. In the fifth, he grounded the third, but he was safe on Gardner's error. No, he was safe on a throwing error. Gardner went to third. Stahl stepping in. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Willett in big trouble, has the sign. He throws.
Ball 4.
And he walks in a run. The Red Sox now lead 5-2. Stahl goes to first. Gardner to second. Lewis to third. Heine Wagner stepping in. He's 0 for 3. Wagner batting .257. Fly to left center. Fly deep down the right field line. Fly to shallow left center field. A base hit could put this game out of reach for the Tigers. Willett throws.
Dead
And he hits
ball.
him. That hurt, but it did score a run, so I'll take it at 6-2. As Hick Cady steps in with the bases still loaded, still no one out. Cady's batting .262. He flied to deep left. In the second, he lined to short in the fourth, grounded to short in the sixth. Willett is really not only in trouble, but very wild here. Willett has thrown only 101 pitches. He's got lots of energy left, but he is not pitching well. He's got the sign from Stainage. He barely acknowledges the runners. Here's the pitch.
Ball 4. Taking base.
He's lost total accuracy. Those last three batters, 2 of them walked, 1 of them was hit by a pitch, and Willett can't find home plate as Smokey Joe Wood steps in. The Red Sox now lead 7-2. Wood's batting .256, struck out, flied to right center, popped to short. They're leaving Willett in. Willett's got the sign. Throws to Wood. Wood hits a long fly ball down the left field line. McDermott's going to put it away right near the line. Stahl is going to tag. He's going to score. Red Sox now lead 8-2. Wagner holds at second, and that's the first out of the inning here in the top of the seventh. The Red Sox have now scored 4 runs. They have a pretty safe 8-2 lead here in the top of the seventh inning. Top of the order, Harry Hooper is up. He's batting .278. Flied to right, line to single in the third. Flied to center in the fourth. He walked in the sixth. He's got runners on first and second. Willett throws. Hooper hits a ground ball right up the middle. Bush picks it up. Hooper is safe at first. He beat it by a step, and the bases are loaded all over again, and Detroit can't get anybody out in this inning. Yeah, Legend, sometimes the graphics can screw you up, but you want to know something? It's still fun. I'm having a good time. The MLB games are a little bit easier, I think, to call. The graphics are a tiny bit more accurate than this chalkboard here. And the out-of-the-park game seems to be a little more accurate on the graphics. But this is just a chalkboard. And there's so many moving parts here at Action PC with the picture in the background that I certainly understand how those things happen. Yerke stepping in, batting .241, bases loaded. Red Sox have an 8-2 lead. 1 out. Willett looks like he's staying in the game. He's got his sign from Stainage. Willett throws. Line drive down the line in the right field. 2 runs are going to score. Yerke slides into second for a double. The computer manager can't even wait for me to finish because he's on his way out to remove Willett from the game. Tex Covington now into pitching. Boston's got a 10-2 lead. This game's probably already in the bag. Tex Covington, a 3.08 ERA, 6 wins, 5 losses in the season, 52 innings pitched, 19 strikeouts, 27 walks. That's the 15th double of the year for Yerkes. Speaker up, runners on second and third. I don't think the Red Sox need any more runs, but if they're going to get them, they're going to get them here. Covington has the sign. He throws to Speaker. It gets by Stainage. Hooper's going to come home and score. Yerkes is going to go to third. It's a wild pitch. The Red Sox have scored 7 runs. Score is now 11-2. And these are the hardest games to do play-by-play when you have a 9-run lead. Covington has the sign, throws to Speaker.
Dead ball.
I think Covington was pissed off because he just hit to Speaker. I'm not sure the AI can get pissed off, but I seem to think this game it does every now and then because they hit players when they're supposed to hit players. I find that funny. Okay, Yerkes at third, Speaker at first, 7 runs in, still only 1 out in the inning. Covington going to face Duffy Lewis, who today has flied to right center, singled to the infield, flied to deep center. He was intentionally walked. Covington's pitching to Lewis.
Ball 4.
And the bases are loaded. This game may last forever. This was going to be a short game. This inning has taken more than the first half of the entire game. Larry Gardner stepping in, 4 hits today. Larry Gardner hit a seeing eye bloop single into left field, which I totally miscalled as it fell between the left fielder and the shortstop his last time up. Covington has the sign, throws to Gardner with the bases loaded. There's a base hit into center field. The 12th run scores. Jones throws it in. That's a 5-for-5 day for Gardner. Bases remain loaded. Red Sox have a 10-run lead. I'm surprised that Detroit's not walking off the field wanting to forfeit the game. Covington has the sign, pitches to Stahl.
Ball 4.
Okay. It's now 13-2. Bases still loaded. Do I have anybody still watching? I do. That's pretty funny. Covington looks in to Stainage for the sign. I can't believe he's still giving him signs. Here's the pitch to Wagner. Bounding ball. Onslow has it. To short for 1. That's all they're going to get. Red Sox score another run. There's runners on first and third. It's 14-2. You know what I could have done today with this 14-2 game? I forgot I have these cards in front of me with all this trivia. I'm going to bore you all with a trivia question. I'm going to wait till the end of the inning, however. 2 away. Catcher up. Katie Covington looks at him. He throws.
Ball 4.
He walks him. Hard to believe that the bases are loaded again. Do I even have to call this game? Woods up. Covington pitches. Base hit into left field. McDermott picks it up on the hop. Gardner scores. Wagner scores. We're going to have another pitching change. I don't know why. But Ed Lafitte is pitching. And this ought to be funny. He's got an 18 ERA. Red Sox lead 16-2. They have 13 hits. I'm just going to keep playing. Here's the pitch to Hooper. Fly ball to center field. Jones camps under it. Hard to believe. The inning is over. Okay, let me find a question here as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Bear with me 1 second. I should have been looking, but This game has tired me out. Okay, here we go. Who was the first player ever ejected from a World Series game? There you go. The only hint I'll give you is these are dead ball era questions. If you know the answer, put it in the chat and I'll read it at the end of the seventh inning, bottom of the seventh. Here's the pitch to Stainage. Ground ball to second. Out at first. I'm going to skip all the peripheral talk. I'm going to try to get this game over. Wood pitches to Lafitte. Oh, we have a pinch hitter. That was quick. We still have a pinch hitter. Wood throws. Base hit into right field. Hooper picks it up. Throws it in. Runner on first. McDermott is up. Wood throws.
Strike 3.
2 down. Runner on first. Red Sox have a 14-run lead. Wood throws to Bush. Fly ball to left field. Duffy Lewis under it. Puts it away. He's going to bobble it. He's going to drop it. Bush is going to end up at second. There's an error on the left fielder. Detroit has 2 runners on. They don't really make a difference. Wood ignores him totally. Pitches to Jones.
Ball 4.
Now Detroit has the bases loaded. Well, you think Detroit could do this? Crawford's up. Here's Wood. That's a base hit. Infield single. (16-3) as Wood faces Loudon. Here's the pitch. Ground ball down the line. It's foul. Wood looking into Katie. Here's the pitch to Loudon. Ground ball back to Wood, over to Stahl. Innings over. At the end of 7 innings, it's 16-3 Boston. Bill Donovan is now pitching for Detroit. I'm going to look over. There's no answer. Okay, I can't believe if Beatles are still listening, I can't believe you didn't get this. The answer is Frank Chance in 1910. Okay, top of the 8th inning. Without further ado, Donovan, who's got an ERA of 1.59 in limited innings, 11 innings pitched. He's got 1 save, which didn't exist in 1912. Donovan throws to Yerkes. Ground ball to short. Bush up with it. Donslow for the out. 1 down. Donovan throws to Speaker.
Strike 3.
2 away. Lewis up. Donovan throws. Base hit to center field. Lewis is on first base. Gardner with 5 hits today. Can he go 6 for 6? Let's find out. Bounding ball to Bush at shortstop. He's not going to go 6 for 6. He's going to force the runner at second. And at the end of 7.5, it's 16-3. Wood has got 111 pitches thrown. He's got 150 pitches in him. Onslow is up. Here's the pitch. Base hit. Onslow rounds first. Holds up with a single. Deal is due up. I think Deal struck out a lot today, hasn't he? Struck out twice. Fly to deep left. He's got a runner on first. Here's Wood's pitch.
Strike 3.
He struck out again. Stainage the catcher up. Wood throws. There's a base hit to left field. Will Onslow make it to third? I don't think so. He's going to hold it second. Runners on first and second. I can't believe they'll let the pitcher hit. They don't.
Pinfield fly.
Ty Cobb
Runners
hits a
out.
fly ball to shortstop. Wagner puts it away. Ty Cobb wasn't in the starting lineup today, but he pinch hits to no avail. 2 away. Runners on first and second. Wood throws to McDermott. Ground ball in the left field. Lewis picks it up. Will Onslow score? He will. Throw goes into Gardner. It's now 16-4. Runners on first and second. And as you guys notice, you didn't hear the question, Beatles. Oh, I'm sorry. The question was, who's the first person to be thrown out of a World Series game? And that was Frank Chance in 1910. Here, I'll ask another question. Wait a second. My eyes are getting a little blurry from watching the Red Sox round the bases, but I bet I can find one here. That's too easy a question. Okay, here it is. Everybody knows that the Cincinnati Red Stockings were the first Major League Baseball team. Cincinnati had the first professional team. What was the second city to have a professional baseball team? And I'll give you that answer at the end of the inning. Bush steps in, faces Wood, runners on first and second. Red Sox have a 12-run lead. Here's the pitch. Fly ball deep to right field. Hooper backing up. Puts it away for the end of the inning. At the end of 8, Red Sox lead 16-4. Alex Remnes is now pitching for Detroit. As we head to the top of the 9th inning, mercifully, Stahl, Wagner, Katie due up. I hope you heard that question, Beatles. That question was, what was the second city to have a professional baseball team? The first city being Cincinnati. Actually, I'll wait to the end of this half inning, see if anybody comes up with it. Okay. Here's Stahl. Remnes, who's got a 5.06 ERA with only 5 innings pitched this year, throws to Stahl. Henriksen was a pinch hitter. He hits a double to right field. I guess Stahl was tired, and being the manager, he didn't want to bat again. So he put in a pinch hitter from himself. We got a runner on second base, Henriksen. Wagner is 0 for 4. Runner on second. Here's the pitch. Line drive down the right field line, and Henriksen's going to score. Wagner will end up at second, in my guess. He might even end up at third. He holds at second. There's a double. The score is now 17-4. Katie's up. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to second. To first is one away. Wagner goes to third. Smokey Joe Wood steps in. One out. Runner on third. Here's the pitch. Fly ball deep to left field. This should score Wagner. It does. Red Sox now lead 18-4, but there's 2 away here in the top of the 9th. Harry Hooper due up. How many times has he been up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, this is a 6th time up. Or, no, it could be a 7th. I'll have to look when we see the box score. Here's the pitch. Hooper lines out to Bush at short. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. Red Sox lead 18-4. And as I look over at the chat, technically speaking, the Red Stockings weren't the major league team, but a pro team. The Boston Red Stockings, however, were the best of the Cincinnati club and dominated the National Association. Well, I know, Beatles, you know this stuff better than me, but I'm looking at this card that says the question. What was the second city to have a professional baseball team? I threw in that Cincinnati was the first. So let's assume the card knows what it's talking about. I don't. The answer is Boston, which was appropriate for this game. If that is wrong, let me know. Because, Beatles, I'm going to tell you, I believe you before I believe this card. Do I have another one here? Let me see if I can find one more. That one's too easy. When I know the answer without looking, the question's too easy. Okay, here's one. 1918 was the first time that what song was played at the World Series? A, Take Me Out to the Ball Game, or B, The Star Spangled Banner? Sort of an easy question. Okay, here we go. Bottom of the inning, Wood looking for his 19th win. Here's the pitch. Base hit. Jones at first base. My question is, why? Crawford, 3 hits today. Here's the pitch to him.
Strike 3.
Strikes him out. 1 down, runner on first. Loudon up. Here's the pitch. Fly ball left field. Lewis going back. He's going to put it away. Tigers down to their last out. I wonder what odds they'd give you that the Tigers could score 14 runs before they had an out. Here's the pitch by Wood to Onslow. Bounding ball to Yerkes at second. On to first. The game is over. Red Sox win 18-4. Red Sox 18 runs, 16 hits, 1 error. Detroit 4 runs, 10 hits, and 2 errors. Can't wait to see the batting statistics. Hooper walked once, was up 6 times, so he made it to the plate 7 times today. Dead ball baseball, no home runs, no triples. 3, 4, 5, 6 of the hits were doubles. 10 of the hits were singles. There were 16 RBIs in the game. It looks like half the team knocked in 3 and 4 runs. And once again, Gardner was 5 for 6. Anybody have a bad day? Well, Katie went 0 for 4. Detroit, there's no reason to go over Detroit's batting. We'll hit the pitching. Smokey Joe Wood now 19-5. He pitched 9 innings, allowed 10 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, struck out 7, walked 4. And Detroit, Willett is now 9-13. He pitched 6 in the third, 11 hits, 12 runs. 11 of those runs earned. That could not help his ERA, which is 3.58. Must have been really good when that game started. Okay, let's look at the rest of the games for today. It would be nice if Philadelphia, where are you, Philadelphia? Philadelphia's playing the White Sox. It would be nice if Philadelphia lost, because then the Red Sox would only be 8 games back. I'm going to push the button. And I'm staring at that Philly-Chicago game. Didn't work. Philly won 8-2. Briefly, as we go over today's games, Washington beats St. Louis 11-1. Philadelphia Phillies defeated the Cincinnati Reds 5-3. The Giants beat the Cardinals 7-1 in New York. Red Sox for this game beat Detroit 18-4. The Cleveland Naps defeated the New York Highlanders 6-2. The Boston Braves beat the Chicago Cubs 6-5. Brooklyn Dodgers lost to the Pittsburgh Pirates. They are Beatles. Pirates beat Brooklyn in New York 8-4. The Philadelphia A's defeated the Chicago White Sox 8-2 in Chicago, while the St. Louis Browns lost to the Washington Senators 10-3 at home. And finally, Cincinnati beat Philly in the second game of the doubleheader 3-2 in Philadelphia. If we go down here and take a peek at the standings, Philly still leads the Red Sox by 9.5 games. Doesn't do me any good. There's a real uphill climb to try to win this pennant, but I'm going to do the best job I can. Tomorrow's games, Boston's at Detroit. Philadelphia has a doubleheader in Chicago. I will report on my Facebook page the results of that game. I will not broadcast it, but I will be doing that. just to take a look at the batting leaders here in the American League. Ty Cobb, who only pinch hit today, is leading the league at 418. Shoeless Joe Jackson has dropped below 400. He is batting 393. Home runs, well, let me go. Hey, let me do this. That's not the American League. That's everybody. This is the American League. Ty Cobb, 418. Jackson, 393. Speaker, 369. Home runs, Speaker and tied with Muller with the Senators at 12. Smokey Joe Wood is now has a 2.51 ERA. Hall for the Red Sox is 2.92. He's 8th in the league. Smokey Joe Wood is 19 victories. He also has 157 strikeouts and a 1.08 whip. Here's what I was talking about earlier. The Red Sox are second in batting in the league. The Red Sox are second in pitching in the league. They're third in fielding. How the hell they are fifth, I'll never know. They must be losing. They must have lost a lot of one-run games. I played the first week or two out. I played every game. Then I simmed to catch up to the July date I was at the time. The Red Sox are losing some close games, at least the ones I'm playing. So they must have lost a lot of close games during that simulation. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for being here today. I've really enjoyed this particular game, and you know why. When you win 18-2, it's a lot of fun, even though it drags out at the end. I hope everybody had a wonderful Thursday, and you have a nice Thursday evening. I'll be looking on the YouTube tonight to see who's broadcasting. We should have a fun evening. I hope there's a couple of broadcasts. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And once again, I want to single out Beatles for getting me involved with Dead Ball Baseball. It's been a real hoot. Thanks a lot to everyone. Have a nice evening. See you soon.